Well, there are a few things more impactful than opening up your home, your life, and sharing your love with a young person. November is National Adoption Month, a time to draw attention to the need. And today we're talking about the support for families after adoption through DA Blodgett St. John's. Shelly Garcia is the program supervisor with the Adoptive Family Support Network. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I love it. So, you know, parents, you go through a lot to go to do an adoption, but then sometimes I think parents are a little bit left in the dark afterwards, and this is where you step in.
Absolutely. So after finalization, usually the agencies are out of the picture and the families are just kind of left to fend for themselves. So our program specifically targets families that are in that process and walks alongside them throughout the years.
That's wonderful. So let's talk about what that looks like and how it works, because these people who are working with these families, they're all adoptive parents too, right?
Yes. Okay. My whole team is adoptive parents, so we have a variety of experience: international adoption, foster care adoption, kinship, private adoption, and so we all have kind of the gamut of everything covered, right? And we just really want to support and walk alongside families. Being an adoptive parent myself, understanding like the need to have somebody who gets it, somebody who's been there.
Yeah.
It's invaluable. So that's what we're able to provide for families.
I love that. And so is this for any family who's done adoption, or does it have to be somebody who's done adoption through Blodgett?
They don't have to be through DA Blodgett. It's open. It's a statewide program. So anybody in the state of Michigan that is adopted or doing kinship or guardianship care.
Yeah. And how valuable to have someone who's walked that path before. And obviously everyone's story is different.
Absolutely.
But bringing a different perspective, so wonderful.
Yeah.
And this is forever, right? This is as long as, right?
As long as it's needed.
Okay, wonderful.
As long as it's needed. So we start with families early on a lot of times, and some families still with their young adult children, we're still walking alongside them as they're navigating launching those kids.
It's like you're a parent forever, right? Talk about some of the success stories that you've seen because of this program and the benefits that having someone who's been there can have on a family.
There's a lot, and there's a lot of different circumstances for it. So basically, we've had feedback from families saying, you know, we can't imagine what life would be like. When you're in the situation, it can be a little isolating.
Sure.
And you feel like, am I crazy? Am I the only one going through this? And then once you're able to talk to somebody else who has that lived experience, it can be so validating and just feel like a big relief.
Wonderful. And so you guys also have a special event coming up November 9th. Can you tell us more about that?
On Sunday, we are doing Adoption Celebration at 3 Mile Project, and it is a fun day to just celebrate adoptive families and to be in a room full of families that look like yours and all different varieties of people. People come from across the state, so it's lots of fun.
You know, and as an adoptive parent yourself, can you talk about the joy that this has brought into your life? And I mean, obviously it's challenging, but
right, way more joys than challenges.
Sure. Good.
along the way. Along the way. But I think, I can't imagine my life without my boys, so it's been a blessing.
Wonderful. Yeah. All right, so if people want more information about these services, if they're an adoptive family out there and they're like, man, I'm struggling, I don't have a community, what do they need to do?
They can go to the dabsj.org website, and then we're under adoption and then post-adoption services.
Okay.
And they can also find Adoptive Family Support Network or AFSN on social media.
Okay, perfect. And do people have to pre-register for this event Sunday? Or
we are taking registrations for it. There's an Eventbrite link. If you go to our Facebook page, you'd be able to find that.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
And there you go. There's the website, dabsj.org, and you can find all the information and help support DA Blodgett St. John's. We'll be right back.